is a past situation which didn't happen. So these are all useful for talking about situations that relate to actions in isolation in their own time. So the third conditional relates to the past. But mixed conditionals help you to move through time. So a past action with a present result gets exciting. As I mentioned earlier, a key idea when we use mixed conditionals is time. But don't confuse time with verb tense. So of course we use different verb tenses to express different times. That's true. But time and tense are not always the same thing. So if you take a look at a couple of sentences, I had a dog when I was a child. She was cleaning all day yesterday. So are these two sentences using the same verb tense? This is the past simple and this one is the past continuous. They're not using the same tense, but they are referring to the same time, right? They both take place in the past, so they have the same time reference. And like I said earlier, mixed conditionals are conditional sentences that use two different times in them. They help us to move between two times. So the if clause and the main clause in a mixed conditional sentence have different times that work together. So if we take a look at an example, if I had woken up earlier, I wouldn't have missed the bus. So both these clauses take place in the past, right? I'm talking about this morning, yesterday morning, or some other morning in the past, and the result that I missed the bus also happened in the past. So I already missed the bus, I can't change that now. So let's change this sentence a little to make it a mixed conditional. To do that, we need one of the clauses to be in a different time. So our if clause is happening in the past, right? So let's make our main clause about the present. If I had woken up earlier, I would be at work already. I wouldn't have missed the bus, so I would be at work already, now, in the present. So now we've got a mixed conditional sentence. One clause refers to a past action and the other refers to the present. See? It's not as hard as you think once you break it down, but it takes practice. So let's keep going. There are a few different ways that we can do this. You can mix and match several tenses and times together to make a mixed conditional sentence. But I want to focus on the two most common combinations, right? So a past action and a present result, which is just the example that we just looked at. And then a present condition and a past result. So remember, in both of these sentences, we're talking about something that's unreal. In the first, we're talking about changing a past action and the hypothetical present result that would happen. But it can't happen because we can't change the past, right? And in the second, we imagine that the present were different. Now, it's not, but if it were, then how would the past hypothetically have been different as a result? It's a little confusing, I know. Let's keep going. So to create the first one, we need the past perfect in the if clause and the present conditional in the main clause. So if this thing had happened, then that thing would happen. If I had saved more money, I would own this house. If you hadn't taken that job, we would be traveling together. If they had paid more attention, they wouldn't be failing in class. And don't forget that like all conditionals, you can change the order of the if clause and the main clause. This thing would happen if this thing had happened. So you can swap the order of the clauses, but all of the information is still there. I would own this house if I had saved more money. We still have a hypothetical past action in the if clause and the hypothetical present result in the main clause. The other common mixed conditional sentence is a present condition and a past result. So this is an unreal present condition to imagine what the result would have been in the past. But we'll never really know because this is imaginary, right? So imagine if this thing happened, then this would have happened. Now, all right, let's talk about this for a minute because we're talking about a present condition, right? But we're using the past simple tense in the if clause. But that's not a real past, right? This is how we use the second conditional to express a hypothetical present situation. If I were more outgoing, I would have introduced myself. If he wasn't injured, he would have played the game. If I wasn't so busy, I would have offered to help. Now you can also use this same general form to talk about a future action and a hypothetical past result. Now this is pretty advanced, but you'll see how it can be a useful way of expressing yourself. Just imagine that tomorrow you had a really important meeting at work, a meeting that you've planned and you've organized and set it up for the future. So you can't go out dancing tonight, obviously, because you want to be well rested and alert for this meeting. Your boss is going to be there. But if I didn't have an important meeting tomorrow, I would have gone out dancing. If she wasn't going on holiday next month, she would have asked for a day off. If you weren't going on a big hike tomorrow, would you have come on a bike ride today? So how are you feeling about mixed conditionals now? I always think that it's easier if you focus less on the complicated grammar tenses and more on the relationships with time. And the three most commonly used mixed conditional sentences are simply a past action with a present result, a present condition with a past result, and a future action and a past result.
Okay, I'm going to stop here, guys. Look, there are three mixed conditional that are really, really, really common used in English. So it means all these parts that are here, todas estas partes que están aquí, okay, son la if sentence, okay, y estas que están aquí son las result, okay. Entonces, it's really common, es muy común encontrarse a alguien que habla de algo del pasado con un resultado en el presente, sigue siendo imaginario. Someone, alguien, todas estas, si ustedes ven, tienden a ser de carácter hipotético, porque si usted va a hablar de una condición del presente con un resultado en el pasado, o sea, ¿cómo es eso? Estoy poniendo una condición ahorita que hubiese tenido un resultado en el pasado. Imaginario, hipotético. A future action with a past result. Hablar de futuro, una condición del futuro que tenga un resultado en el pasado. O sea, simple y sencillamente, todas estas son imaginarias. All of them are imaginary, hypothetical. ¿Qué se usan? Sí, sí se usan. Really hypothetical.
Now that you know all of this, I think it's time that we practice a little together. So are you ready to put everything that we've just been through into practice with a mini quiz? Good, I knew that you were. Let's do it. So I'm going to start by giving you a few if clauses in the past, and I want you to write your own present results. So this is where you've got to be creative, come up with your answers and add them into the comments below. So, for example, if I had got on that plane...
Okay, something important, something important. Si ustedes se dieron cuenta, cuando ella habla de los mixed, que se refiere al pasado, ¿qué tiempo gramatical vamos a utilizar? What grammatical tense do I have here?
Present conditional.
No.
Past perfect.
Past perfect. Past perfect. Past perfect. Y para que haya un resultado en el present, ¿cuál era el que teníamos que utilizar? Pay attention.
This is obviously in the past, right? So to make it a mixed conditional, we need to bring the result into the present in the main clause. So all you have to do is imagine what you would be doing now. This is the imaginary present, right? If you had gotten on that plane, you could say, I would be in Fiji right now. Or
Ok. Vean los tiempos gramaticales. Como estamos haciendo mixto, la condición siempre va a ir en past perfect. Y vea las opciones que ella da. Como ahora el resultado va a ser en present, ella usa would. Ok, vamos a usar el would para que sea característica del presente con un verbo en base simple o look the other option. Would con el verbo to be en base simple y un verbo con ing. ¿Por qué? Porque el would con el verbo en base simple indica presente y el would con el verbo be y un verbo con ing indica un tiempo presente pero progresivo. Entonces, esas son las dos opciones que tenemos en este mixed conditional. Siempre past perfect en la condition y en el main clause o result clause, vamos a tener present de would con cualquier verbo en base simple o would con el verbo to be y con ing. Okay? So that's an imaginary situation talking about the present. Going back again.
you had gotten on that plane, you could say, I would be in Fiji right now. Or I'd be sipping champagne and watching movies. Or I'd be stuck on a 14-hour long-haul flight. Whatever. That's the fun of an imaginary situation. So now it's your turn. If I had won the lottery.
Okay, so I'm going to stop in here. Let's do an example. If I had won the lottery, ¿qué podría yo decir? ¿Qué podríamos decir? ¿Cuál sería el result en present? ¿Qué podríamos decir, chicos? If I won the lottery, ¿qué tengo que poner?
Would.
Would. I would. Tengo dos opciones. ¿Cuál puedo usar? I would.
Be.
Depends. Whatever you want. Dependiendo lo que ustedes quieran decir.
I would have a house.
Again, Joseph, sorry.
I would house. I would have a house.
I would have a house now. Exactamente. Very good. Esa es una opción. Very good. ¿Cuál otra podría ser? I would. Usémosla con algún verbo en progresivo. I would be
Traveling.
traveling. Excellent. I would be traveling around the world. ¿Ven? Entonces, con esto que estoy haciendo, ¿qué es lo que estoy indicando? Estoy indicando que es algo imaginario. No estoy hablando de posibilidad, no tiene que ver nada con el condicional 1, ¿ok? No tiene que ver nada con el condicional 1 ni el condicional 0. ¿Por qué? Porque el condicional 0 habla de hechos y el condicional 1 habla de posibilidades. Aquí definitivamente no es posibilidad porque estoy hablando de cosas imaginarias. Si yo me hubiese ganado la lotería, es decir, no me la gané, ya pasó, no me la gané. O sea, el domingo, ay, si yo me hubiese pegado la lotería, yo, es decir, no me la pegué, es imaginario, es algo imaginario. No tiene nada que ver con el conditional 1 ni con el conditional 0. ¿Ok? Entonces, este condicional mixto que se refiere a cosas imaginarias para el presente, ¿ok? Imaginarias para el presente, mezclado, vamos a usar el past perfect en la condición y en el resultado puedo usar dos tiempos gramaticales. El would como un verbo en base simple para indicar presente simple o el would con el be más otro verbo con ing para indicar un tiempo progresivo, presente progresivo. ¿Ok? Yes. Next one.
If she had picked up the phone,
Okay. If she had picked up the phone, ¿qué podríamos decir? Ya sabemos que va el would. She would.
She would be. No, nada que ver, ¿verdad?
No puede ser, claro
Okay.
que sí.
She would be calling
Ajá.
with the president.
She would be calling them,
Calling
¿okay? O talking. En vez de
Okay.
calling, podemos decir talking or speaking.
them.
Nada más que más el verbo ahí para que tenga sentido con la president. She would be speaking with the president. Muy bien. Excellent. That's one possibility. Excellent. Ok, y aquí usaste el verbo be para el tiempo progresivo. Yo les puedo dar, por ejemplo, uno en presente simple. She would get the good news. Ella recibirá las buenas noticias. Recibe las buenas noticias, por ejemplo. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Another one. Go.
if he hadn't quit his job. So
Okay. If he hadn't quit his job. Es lo mismo, vean que tengo el hadn't, el negativo, y el verbo en participio pasado. Quit quiere decir renunciar. Si él no hubiese renunciado a su trabajo. Okay. What possible answers can I write? ¿Qué posible respuesta puedo poner aquí? If he hadn't quit his job, he would, porque ya sabemos que es would, he would he would
Teacher para decir hubiese tenido dinero.
Ok, entonces ¿cuál sería el verbo tener?
Dejar.
Ok, he would have. ¿Y qué? ¿Qué tendría?
The money.
Excellent. He would have money. ¿Así? He would have money. ¿Ves? Usamos el would. En esa idea que usted piensa, usted dice que después del would va un verbo en base simple, que sería have, y el complemento, que sería money. That's it. He would have money. Okay. Si la quiere hacer más larga, podría poner a lot of money. Si quiere poner a lot of money. ¿Ok? ¿Ok? O incluso, puedo poner, he would have, y en vez de money, si queremos, ¿ok? A lot of work, or too much work. Pongámosle too much, para poner un poco, too much work. Mucho trabajo. También. ¿Sí? Pero el verbo que igual. Okay. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Let's go.
now I want you to pause the video and finish these sentences. Now I'm going to prompt you with a present if clause. So that means that your main clause needs to be something different in the past.
Ok, ahora vamos
Now,
con el
just be
otro.
careful that you...
Ok, ahora vamos con el otro mixed conditional. El que acabamos de ver, que es pasado, con un id en presente, se refiere a algo imaginario en el presente. Ahora vamos a hablar de algo del presente, ok, algo, una condición, y ahorita que yo estoy en el presente, que tiene que ver con el pasado, con mi pasado, que su resultado hubiese sido en el pasado, ok.
make sure your main clause is in the past. So you could correctly write a different time, but then it wouldn't be a mixed conditional, right? If I were more athletic, if she wasn't so tired, if I was fluent in English. So again, pause the video and finish these sentences. Awesome work! Now the last...
Me fue rapidísimo. Okay, here we go.
with a present if clause. So that means that your main clause needs to be something different in the past. Now, just be careful that you make sure your main clause is in the past. So you could correctly write a different time, but then it wouldn't be a mixed conditional, right? If I were more athletic.
Ok, en este caso, ok, el main clause, que sería el resultado, el main clause que hablaría del resultado, iría en pasado. If I were more athletic, que es el más común. If I were more athletic, ok, y aquí es donde there is a doubt, y aquí es donde hay, digamos, confusión. Ok, here we go again. No, let me check. Okay. Let me check. No. This is not what I want. Give me one moment just to show you something. Does she had a black no? I'm going to give you this image that this one is going to help you lots. There are many. Okay. Okay. This. She's only showing 3. Ella nada más está dando 3, que son las más comunes para, as I told you. Okay. There are, let's say, 6. Hay 6 formas de hacer un mixed conditional. Okay. She's only talking about 3. Ella solo está hablando de 3. But I have an image. Voy a mostrarles. Okay. An image of, here it is, of 6 conditionals. Okay. If you see in here, okay, I have the 6 mixed conditionals. En esta imagen tenemos los 6 mixed conditionals. Acabamos de hacer uno, que es el que usamos past perfect, y usamos would con el verbo en base simple, o would, ¿ok? Algo me sale aquí. ¿Qué pasó? Algo me sale ahí. What happened? Me salen como unas letras. Why? I don't get it. What is that? Let me check. Naum is connected now. Is connecting. The Sleeping Beauty. The Sleeping Beauty has waken up. Okay, here we go. Now. Good morning, Naum.
Good morning.
The Sleeping Beauty was really tired. Last night, Cinderella arrived really late, right? Okay, I hope that you're doing great. Okay, so here we go, guys. So we have here, okay, the mixed conditional. So as we said, as we look, if we want to talk, si queremos hablar de algo del pasado con un resultado en el present, entonces vamos a usar past perfect en el condition y en el result el would con un verbo en base form. Okay? Now, the second one, que estamos ahora en el dibujo, what will be doing? Okay, el condition is gonna be, va a estar igual en el past condition y, well, in here she says future, no estamos con el future, estamos con este. Well, no. El present. Estamos con este, espérate, es que, vamos a ver. Voy a ponerles una estrella. Hicimos este de aquí. Este fue el que hicimos ahora en el video. Ahora vamos con este. ¿Ok? Entonces, for us to talk, para nosotros hablar de algo hipotético, imaginario, ¿ok? Del presente con un resultado en el past, what do we have to do? ¿Qué tenemos que hacer? Vamos a usar el past, simple past, en el if, y el resultado, el main clause, tiene que ir el would con present perfect. Would con present perfect. Okay? So, if they were diligent, they would have won the match. Okay? Este es el que estamos haciendo. Let me erase this. Porque estamos viendo los tres más comunes. Que ya los otros, digamos, son más. Okay? That one. Okay? Mientras estamos viendo, ahorita vuelvo a poner eso. These two. Okay? So this one that we have in the video is this one. So what we have to do, she gave us, ella nos da simple past, nosotros vamos a poner would con present perfect usando have. Okay? So I'm going back. I don't know if you want to take a picture. No sé si quieren tomarle un picture, un screenshot. Okay? Okay. So I'm going back to the video. Going back to the video. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Estamos en este. Okay? So,
in the past. Now, just be careful that you make sure your main clause is in the past. So you could correctly write a different time, but then it wouldn't be a mixed conditional, right?
okay, here we
If
go.
I were more athletic,
Okay, so in this example, if I were more athletic, ahora, okay, me estoy refiriendo, si yo soy, digamos, o fuese más atlético, si yo fuese más atlético, ahora me refiero al past. Para hacer ese past, lo que viene, tengo que usar I would have, y ahora el verbo que vaya a usar tiene que ir en past participle. I would have what? ¿Y qué podría poner aquí? I would have.
Won.
I would have.
Won.
Sorry, ya se oía ahí como.
a second.